What's up everyone, Dennis here. Alright, I got another quick and easy cooking recipe for everybody. I call this my chicken tricolored pasta. It's a cold pasta, so we have seasoned chicken breast. I usually grill them. My kids love it when I get a little crisp on it. But I'm going to bake it in the oven and I'm going to fry it to get a little crisp on the chicken. Chicken breast. I'm using a yellow bell pepper. Use whatever color you like. If you want the healthiest pepper, use a red pepper. We have our tricolored pasta. Some green olives. I cut the green olives in half. And then we have sliced black olives. It's up to you what you want to add to it. This is my main ingredients that I use when I make this. But it's a cold chicken pasta salad. I like using the classic Catalina dressing. Use the dressing of your choice. So we got a pot on for our pasta. The oven, I got it set to 400. So we're going to get the chicken in the oven. Let that go for 30 minutes and then we'll get it into the frying pan with a little bit of olive oil just to get a little crisp on the outside. So I'm making this for myself. When my kids are here, I have to make 4 boxes of this. I have to use a large jar and 3 of the black olives, and we probably go through 2 of the large dressing jars. And I'll wind up using 3 peppers. So in case you don't know, there's a little trick with peppers. Turn it upside down, follow the ridge. You're gonna have 3 or 4 ridges. Just follow the ridge all the way down. You have 3 ridges, 4 pieces. So now what you want to do is just kind of just follow the pepper once you get in there. No seeds. I actually learned this from watching a video. Turn your pepper upside down. Follow the indents in it and you'll get no seeds on the pieces of pepper. Now I'll slice them in strips, cut them to your thickness, kind of make little squares with them. Honestly, prep time, if you gotta clean your chicken, cut your peppers for 5 minutes, you're literally prepping this meal for under 10 minutes. Depending on how many peppers, how many chicken breasts you're gonna use. I use a large tray of chicken breast when my kids are around. But it's just me, so I got a small pack with 3 chicken breasts, 1 pepper. I like olives, so I'm gonna use a lot of olives in this. 1 box of tricolored pasta. Now, with this, you can put it in the refrigerator. You know, it'll stay good for a few days. You know, it's a quick meal. You make a bunch of it, throw it in Tupperware. You know, 3-4 days later, you have a quick meal. You don't have to cook. That's my mindset right now. So the water's going. So the chicken is seasoned, of course, with the garlic. So this quick and easy recipe, I've been making it for years, and I've tweaked it and played around with it. I tried chicken cutlets, but because of being fried in oil, that grease kind of just breaks everything down. So I would definitely say grilled, so you don't have a lot of grease. I've tried it with steak. It's pretty good. I prefer the chicken versus anything else. Check out down below. We have a join button now. We have 3 levels of membership. We also have links down below for our website, our GFO gear. There's many ways that you can support us just by watching our videos, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment. You know, we appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out to watch our videos. So as you see here, got a little bit of swag going on. I made up some cooking aprons since Bill and I love cooking. We got our logo on it. So that's in the shop as well. Alright, we'll be back. We're going to get this water boiled. We're going to get the pasta in. Get the chicken up in the frying pan. So as you're waiting for the pasta to boil, or your chicken on the grill or in the oven, whatever way you want to do it, go ahead, mix up your peppers and olives. Just set them to the side, put them back in the refrigerator until everything's done. We're gonna cool down the pasta once it's done with an ice bath. And we're gonna strain it, cool it down with the ice, so that way it doesn't get overcooked. And then the chicken, we're gonna cut it up, get it in the frying pan, and then once the chicken's done, golden brown, we're gonna put that off to the side so that can cool down. We're gonna take it out of the oil, put it off to the side and let it cool down. Alright, so we got the pasta, we strained it. We ran cold water over the pasta while it was in the strainer, dumped it back into the pot with a bunch of ice. And we're just gonna do it to touch so it doesn't overcook and it gets cold quick, so you lose a lot of that moisture when you mix everything in together. You know, let it sit for 5 minutes, fill the water. If the water's nice and cold, your pasta is cold. Then you're gonna strain it, let it sit in the strainer and drip and shake it. And when your chicken's ready, you let that cool down. You want everything to be cool so you don't get moisture trapped in when you're mixing everything together. That's the key part, or everything gets soggy. So make sure everything is cool before you mix it together. We'll be back when the chicken's done. Alright, we got the chicken out of the oven. It's looking good. Let's get a close-up on that chicken. So we're going to turn the pan on. We're going to get that going. We got our extra virgin olive oil here. I just want to get a nice little crisp on the chicken. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in while I cut this chicken up. I'm sure he's getting tired staring at me. So this is why I also want to get it in the frying pan. Bottom's not going to be brown. So you see what I did, so it cooks a little bit quicker. I made my pre-cuts in the chicken. So we're just going to follow these cuts I made. You don't want it too thin, you want to be able to get a nice chunk of chicken. I'm going to cut these in half. Kind of leaving nice sized chunks so that way when you're eating you get a nice piece of chicken. Problem I have when my kids are around is when I make my chicken, you know, I might start off with, what is it, 10 to 12 pieces in a big pack at a time. I'm ready to mix it together. They're probably eating about 4 chicken breasts. So when I do it, I kind of gotta hide the chicken. Alright, so the pan is nice and hot. Just doing a drop of oil in there. Gonna lower the heat a little bit. We got our pan nice and hot. So like I said, we're just going to toss the chicken in the pan, get it brown, a little crispy, and that's it. And then we're going to leave it off to the side and let it cool down. So start to finish, depending on how much pasta, how much chicken you make, prep time is going to be 5 to 15 minutes. If you're doing 1 box of pasta, 3 cutlets, you got 5 minutes prep time. Once everything's cooled down, throw it all together. Mix it all up. Leave it out, let it fully cool. So when you put it in a container, do not close the container until it is room temperature cool enough. Otherwise you're going to get a lot of moisture in the container Once it is cooled down, then stick it in your fridge. Or once it's cooled down, you can serve it. Look at that golden brown crisp on that chicken. We got the chicken off the heat. We're gonna let it cool down. We'll be back once everything is cooled down and I'm able to mix everything together. Everything is cooled down. Got the pre-mix peppers, green and black olives. Pasta is nice and chilled from sitting in an ice bath. Chicken is cooled down enough. It's got a nice golden crisp to it. So now we're ready. We're gonna mix everything together. When I do 4 boxes of pasta and 12 chicken cutlets, I take out my 10-quart pot and I gotta pour everything in, mix it little by little, so that way there's chicken and olives and peppers in every bite. So in 30 minutes you can have a delicious meal, whether it's a snack, lunch, dinner, for a party. I've made this for parties. Alright, so we're gonna go with the pasta. We'll get that in, mix it whatever way you want. I like to do it this way, and then we'll get all this turned around, mixed up. Because you know the olives like to stick to the bottom. Alright, so we got the pasta and veggies mixed up. Let's get this chicken mixed in there. We're gonna take this bowl, put it into the pot. Get whatever's stuck on the bottom to the top now. Makes it a little bit easier, gives me more room to mix stuff up. The good thing is this pot is ice cold from the ice, so it's cooling everything off as we mix it too. There you have it. Simple, quick, easy, hardly no prep time. I mean, you could prep your chicken the night before, or whenever you got a minute. Take it out, grill it up, set it to the side. Same thing with your pasta. Usually what I do is I make this early in the morning, so by the time the kids get up, they can eat. And I don't have to cook for a few days. Makes life very simple. Don't have to stress about lunch and dinner. Another one of my quick and easy, fast recipes. I mean, this is simple. Chicken, tricolor pasta, peppers, green, black, olives, mix it all together. I like using the Catalina dressing. The flavors just mix really well. The grilled chicken gives it a nice texture. You know, you got your peppers, I give it a crunch. It is a nice mixture of flavors and texture. It's simple, throw it in your fridge. You know, I'll be eating this. This is a lot of pasta. So I'll be eating this for the next few days, lunch and dinner. It's delicious, guys. Try this recipe. I'll put everything in the video, the ingredients. When we go to amusement parks, we bring a cooler. This is what I make. When we get there, they'll eat. Then we'll go in the park for a few hours, come out, they'll eat. Then when the park closes, they'll come back out and eat more. And then they'll eat it the next day. So it's a quick, simple, fast recipe. Make it for yourself, make it for the family, make it for a party. It will go over great. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn your notifications on so you get notified when we upload more cooking, outdoors, grilling, smoking, hunting videos. Don't miss a video. Alright guys, we appreciate each and every one of yous. Thank you.